do am na ya. Not so. If you been come with any kind ebitin by you, at least we don't try for make you shake the body small and relieve yourself from whatever it is where ebi by you. One mission every Friday for come na ya and remind you say back then we will get sweet moments them. When it comes on politics, you go hear people and say, no, we not ever get sweet days then as salon. We not ever get the good old days. When it comes to music, when we play the music na ya, the one in a YouTube we go to hear these parts now, you don't know so don't come out to. And this part stop on the because of copyright, we can't bring that in and everybody. Eh? Even on Facebook, we sabi now how for waka di waka, so that Facebook logo kick win and do because of waiting copyright. But the mission here now for make me and you enjoy Sierra Leone. For one reason, you must able for think. Say, I be member. Me mama, me papa, me uncle, me auntie. No, them be the dance the music. If you don't remember yourself on you. Eh? You don't say we not pull story. But we get Nancy story na yaso. Sometimes, you don't de kaya. You know they understand. Or you know one day meet so they pull story. Oh, they pull story now. Eh? And we get the champion for that. Last week we began to that story side. But today, I want make we open the platform with Nancy story. Make Nancy come. And take we along them from right there. Patrick get something for we. I go bring the big boy in the house. He go explain for we what really he get for we. Get one kind of explanation way. Now you know mo go able carry an table for we. Then we run with him. But for open on the story side, ill out run down. Now so I can give back talk. Not so eh? Make her bring in Nancy. Make it take way along. Welcome on board, Nancy. You get the platform.
Hello, everyone. This is Nancy. Sorry, I stay away for too long, but I go to try for the comeback. By God in power, whenever I get small window, I go try. And today I just get a story for Una, as usual. You know, my favorite day. So this in. Okay. So now this king, nine Kande, he get 4 picking them. He get 3 girls and 1 boy. But the boy picking, nine are the last one, and he deform. The 3 girl picking them, then are the most beautiful picking them at the kingdom. But then rule day na the kingdom. For say, if you born girl picking them, always the big one na first for married before the small one they get the chance for married. How then come, na so then they go. So, but this big one elect for pick and choose. Man then they come out for the small one them. They know they able for married because anyone will come, he say no, then they too short. Anyone will come, he say no, then they too tall. Oh no, then they too skinny. No, then they too fat. Oh, then they anyone will come, he get excuse where they give. So this Tomona in small sister then, so much that any side way then they go, then they grumble. So one day this in small sister then our side begin they grumble. With him paddy them, they say, I wish me sister for just not married, so myself will get chance for married, so me love of me life. So the devil then now at the water side, then listen, then you waiting this speaker they talk where they ask for this wish so. So now in them send word to them company them for let them go scatter the news for say this kingdom ya so we dey. This spy also in picking them. One of the big one who they allow the other one they married. So we read this news, the picking they grumble, what you for do? Then call meeting and they say, well, oh, fan way for lay. We get them out of the way. The news scatter. Where the news can scatter among the devil them. Now one of the warriors and poorest devil. Now say, ain't one for take the task for go get rid of this Pikiaso. For go take them, for go marry them from in people them. Now in company begin laugh and company devil then they laugh and say, oh, how you go do that? You war, you body rotting, you so foot 9 now you body you nose burn and you yai them funny, you ate big, you ate big, everything about you, not good. So that picking they're not go even open gates for you. Now you say, well, una no worry about me no more. Now you go begin length patch them. You go length all the parts them the devil will get the smoothest and finest skin. Now you go length. It length the A, the length ace, it length everything teeth. So now it show up. It been get on back, it length body, everything. So now it show up. As they far away they come, they enter na the village. All them village girls there now that the tongue at the kingdom people there, all man they watch. Wow, who said this man been there all this while? He finds for Luco. All man, they change in work now. For let the man go see them. But the devil gets a task where it can for. It can purposely for this King Yasu in Pekin, we know the great for give chance. And the devil, not even able for afford for its good food like in confidence. So now mortal man they feed on. A mortal man they eat. And therefore, he live far away, they around the other devil, the way we say, then live among the mortal man. They live far away, so he can always go no more, then he go hunt. Incompetent driver. So now he say, okay, now I don't can get opportunity. This way, say I go, I don't get food. So he reach as the pikin see and far. They up the house. Now he run go meet him, Papa. Papa, I don't finally see the man who I want. Then I road they come. Now Papa say, who's man? He say, wait no more, they come. They yonder. We see come as he say, I don't ready for marriage. Now Papa say, okay. And Papa said, we don't gains anyway. One lady speaking married now, so the other girl picking and go get chance for marriage. So as this day we are so mortal man show in a human form, if I for look as he can so. Now Papa say, okay, he asks, he greets. Now then after and the picking I run can now. Oh, how the body? You go draw chair, I can't put on. Can't sit down. How the body? You hungry? You want eat? You eat this? Now you run go meet him, Mama. Mama, where the rotten pepper? Give me la cook. Where the fish? Mama, this the rotting. And Mama say, me picking, take all what he wants for cook. Go cook. Picking we no one day want for cook. All thing just the dress and cook. All of a sudden you want for cook for this man we don't see. Now you run, you don't go cook. Then come put self, then give the man everything. The pastor talk with the man tell and say, I can't purposely for come marry you picking. Now I want. Now he say, well, who swamp and the picking there? I get 3 picking. And I say, the way we can put the chair for me now I want. Now I say, okay, now me big picking. And I say, well, now I want. So now he say, I go on for let we put and do tomorrow. Now the picking jump and I say, no, Papa, but I know wait tomorrow again. Let them do it now. Let them put the cola and everything. Now the pass say, okay. You say, well, this guy really want for marry. You don't see the way we want. So they make the cola, they will save, and then go set the room for them outside and they sleep. So now the devil request say decide them for sleep. Let them put fire there. So fire side go there. Let them set because it's now they stone the no more than they put. So now they put them set fire say because it can feel cold and net now so they keep him body fresh. So now then cook, then serve them, then say okay, look guys. I say no, I know they able for eat now though. Me usa come out to know they eat outside now inside. So when I put them for me in my room and then I will go eat there. You go inside. He lock himself. Little enough for say this boy also he get eye. As he see the boy so he don't see in real form. This devil also will come where the bobo see him, you see in real form, in soft foot, in home back, in ace, in head, everything. Now in the bobo they see how it dey in the original form. Whilst the people there now waiting at the house and all the other people them around, then they see the fake form where this boy also don't go rent where he come. So the pikin go, he pull his sister aside. Now he say, don't marry to this man. This man not a real mortal man. You know, the way I see I'm not so sweet. Now his sister brush I mean see na he deform and then at the last one a small pikin not even listen to her. And I push her myself. But left me back. You don't say what I want for what he said. I mean when I all want till I married. Now I don't see the how I want to the what he said. Now the bobo say, I really want you married, but this not to the right man for you. Now he say, well left me now I they married. Now he go. He left the bobo. So the bobo changed to come. He turned himself to come. Now he lay down at the table. This day we are kind sign now for can eat. You know they eat yes now mortal man they eat. So inside in bag, you get the mortal man and inside the end leg. Wait, prepare himself where he come. Now he sit down, he don't lock the door, but he open the bag, he begin they eat. The bobo don't change to come, he then at the table, he they watch him, he see all what's in the happen. It smell other mortal man, but nice because I didn't mortal man or say anyway, he brush that off. You know say the bobo now they smell. So he eats this there. So then the rest where then get him where they don't cook the food. Now he dig outside the fire there, now the fire side. Now he turn all the rest there. Now he cover and fine. Now he sets the fire back. Now he pin the pan as if he don't eat. So don't clean now where they don't wait himself, then don't the picking don't be done packing things themselves. You want for pack boku load. Now they will tell us, no pack boku, side they go all kind thing they. You go wear clothes, stay tire. So he glad now he just pack few things. He just take in big box, he pack few things, then set on the road, then they go. Fast forward, then at the road now, then don't go half in the middle of the journey. He begin for reach the side and where he go and lens impart them. Anytime where he reach side he lens the skin, he return. He return the head, he return everything. As they return now, the man they return the thing that the pikin they see the man in real form, he begin for afraid, he begin for afraid. He just they hold himself no more now. Let the man know eat him. So he don't afraid now they pray. So as then they go, now if pass and fen come. You know, no say na brother. Now he change to that comb day. Now he take this comb. Oh, I don't fen comb. Now I take and put her. Now you see, I get luck. Now he take the comb, he put her. Then go tell the bobo talk. Sister puts me down. I want wet. Now his sister, what you can't do now? So you see that they pan trouble. Now look, no man, I don't tell you say I know the cow to you. Try say for la cow to you. I tell you say I know the cow to you. Now you don't care. What me go do now? Now the bobo say, sister, can me go no more dear? No left me. Now the devil ask him, he say, how comes you show up na the bag? Now the bobo tell and say, now hide inside bag because I beg a leg out me in agree. So now make a hide inside bag. So now the bobo say, well, I will una return me if you no want for lago. It be one lane sister go back. You know say when sister don't see this now, if you go, you know go come back. But the devil get sense. Now the devil say no. We see I don't see una also so now so una also they go. At least I don't get 2 meal. Right? You
but
know
the
say the
bobo still come on a mortal man.
No, the bobo change. He been turned to comb. The pikin fend the comb on the way. Now he take this comb, he put her inside in bag.
Mm-hmm.
So when they go say the bobo, he feel for wet. Now he change back to in real form.
Okay.
The pikin begin feel heavy. Now he tell his sister, I say sister, one piece, I want wet. His sister I read the voice now he puts the load down. Now he say why come she can't inside me back? What he can't do? He begin cry because himself been there in a waiting self now. The devil back ask, what thing how he comes he can't inside? The bobo answer her for say, well, I hide inside in bag because I beg a leg out me. You know one for out me. So now I make myself I be one fella and I like my sister. So now the devil say the bobo pulls at he say let them return. If una no want me, una return me. So now that is now in a way so then go return his sister go stay. Because his sister don't see the real form of this devil now. So but the devil gets sense. He say no, if I return una no go come back. And therefore you just don't card for me now. I get 2 meal. So you don't get 2 people there for eat, literally. So the bobo man not afraid because he able for do stuff where his sister not even realize the whole family not be no say he gets that power there. So na him sister now then go. Fast forward, then reach na house, the devil go put the outside get for put there. He gets this big fall. We be say one time eats now. They eat one whole bag rest. Now he eat. And na informant, anybody we carry with way they go store am somewhere. If that person they try for escape, the fall they call. He come. So now so they reach, he puts the outside get for put them and a net na no more in the feed where the person they sleep. You know, they eat them when they awake. Now when they sleep, now they eat them. So as they reach, you don't go lodge them outside, then they sleep. You make the pikin go sleep the other side, and he and the woman then they na the other room in Tina in Wef. So the lady they afraid, but again something the pikin sleep. He play on the pikin sleep. But you know able make lady bobo sleep. The bobo sit down, he just they wander around. When next reach the devil as he want for eating sister, the bobo pusa. So you know able for eat the pikin. Say don't clean param. He don't angry. So what he want for do now? He run now. He go. He try for go find food. He go for go hunt. He go so far away for go hunt. As he go, so now the bobo go meet his sister. He say, "Grappler, we can go right now." He say the man don't go. Now he say, then he go no. Now he say, he no go no. Now he say, but he get fall. The fall go tell on we. Now he say, no worry. He say, just help me. You until you able for waka, me no able for waka at the farm. So go open the store and release the fall. Let the fall go eat outside the food day. Now in the pikin, he go open the store outside the devil store the rest for feed the food for feed this fall here. So now they open and they left the fall they eat. Now then go. They waka all day, all night. In place it far for them let them go reach. As they reach the middle. Now in this folia done the food. He finished the food. Now he call Kokorioko boyoko neoko. That means boy don't go. So he yelled 2 times, making 3 times. Now the devil now out run. He cannot see look for them, no see them. Now he begin for follow them. He go to as he want for near them, so the bobo smell them. Now he say, sister, you man they near we are in trouble. We don't get trouble. You man they near we. The pikin begin cry back. What you go do that? This if you can't catch we, he go just eat we no more now. He go just eat we. So now the bobo being get egg na hand. Now he drop this egg. He say, God, pass no more, my sister. Now out of love, he wants this man. Now he go make, not so out of love, he want this man. Now he go make a catch we boy. If now out of love, he like this man, do you let no able for catch we? Now he drop the egg. We drop the egg. He say, why he drop this egg? Our let turn to big sea. Now it's a barrier between we. So the thing turn to big sea now and then go. So the devil can now begin to turn. How we go? What he say? Able for cross. Able for cross. So he make back himself. Now remember say, oh, myself gave me own power. So by the time now he catch up, the beginning and don't go far back. So he dry the water. We don't dry the water, then go back. As then go say, now the picking back, smell and back again. Now the picking drop the needle. So where the devil they can now every step we take the thing turn to then thing how they call them elap. I don't know if you know what they mean.
No.
Back home we get then grass then the way be say if you let chuk.
Yeah, then chuk grass them.
Then chuk grass them. So we get most of the time if you see go there, if you not take they chuki, they wound you. So now then the pickings pray on like then they all over the place. So the devil get so foot there now where he reach now that side every step we take the thing they prick in sores now in body. So he slow them down. They Allah, they cry, and they read the sound where they Allah. The surrounding places, they all and they read the sound. They not just know inside the sound they come on. The pain where they cry. So now it's snap back. Instead, remember say get power, it say something. So by the time the thing they clear, the beginning don't go back far. So the last time now, then they try for reach now, then don't they closer. Now the picking smell and back again. Say, you man they near we back. He say don't release himself. They near we back. Now the picking back begin cry. Now he say, do you help me? Do you? I promise you, I go take care of you. I no go ignore you again. If we go home, you go be me best now. Be a big. Now the bobo say, okay. Now the bobo back say what he get for say. Now he drop the charcoal. He drop the charcoal. The place becomes so dark. Where the devil they can, they see. They go and bot himself. The trees they all where go so he bought himself, where go so. So by the time they catch up now for make you go clear the picking and don't reach now us. So he not able for reach again for make you go with himself. So he return, the picking go, he all insist in brother from that day then I begin for 3 time right. They with himself again. And as the devil go, relent, so he go change back to another form. He come back for the picking for the second time. As the bobo see him back, now he tell his sister, but his sister, he don't in a different face now. Not to him. That day I've been waiting for this is different. He jumped back. This one, no saying at the same one, now he don't go take another form and come back. So he come now he wait himself in brother, he give up. Now he say, okay. Now he say, well, since you the tower say, Papa, he married to this second man back. He say, yeah, this I will make you keep him. Now me own gift this for you. Say am pa you lapa. So the devil can and they wait himself. As then go this trip, the bobo, he just they behind them, small, they don't know. He turn to breeze, they behind them. Then go. Now then reach almost halfway. The bobo see where the devil they tell the pikin. He say, look that fine fruits. I want make you go pick them for me. Say I not go able for claim. I know let me hand them peel. My skin too delicate. Now the pikin say, okay, now I drop in bundle. He claim for go pick any fruit where you want touch. The devil will say, no, not to in the next one. No, not to dandy not fresh. The other one. Say the pikin go to the last fruits up. We don't reach outside the devil. If he say, okay, for pick them up. Now he just roots the whole tree. Now he all now they go. The pikin watch down, I see he dey pants up, able for candle, impossible for him for let jump. So he just sit down there now, he dey cry. And nobody know the area. They don't go too far. Now he just hear a voice. The pikin call. In brother call. He say, boy, send the thing what I been give you. You remember the gift what I give you? He say, give me am back. Now the pikin say, okay. Now he loose in lapa. As he loose in lapa, we put the gifts, we send them. They send the gifts now, now the gift to over now the host. Now they go. So the bobo save them. From that day now, ever reject the bobo again. So the devil he give up, able for come, he go report to company them, and now he go tell them, say, then get somebody in the house will be say is stronger. In brother is strong. So I know the devil give up finally. So the pikin able for leave now. Since that day, they not pick and choose again. Any man will come now. The first man will come with. Now I go ask him, brother, who's this one? La married to her. Now him brother say, yes, this one is real, married to her. So he married now. Then sister themselves get the chance now for married. They all go. They live happy. So what's in the moral behind this story? I want to let all man tell me what's in them think, what's in the moral behind the story. For me, the moral behind the story is anything that this whole year we they do, not try for pick and choose too much. Because when you pick and choose, you will likely choose the wrong one. The way they say good for you. And not to everything we say this the way white man say all that glitters is gold. Something then they say is shiny, they come in a waiting self form. But then they in a sheep in a wolf's cloth, a wolf in a sheep's cloth. That's the saying, right? So we get for do in actual life, we get for look at things in that way. Certain thing then they can come to you in a form where if you say, oh, this not the best waiting self, but then it turn out for be the worst thing now your life. So for me, pick and choose not a good thing. And sometimes we get for learn for listen also. Even the way if you say this, not take yourself say, oh, I better pass this person. Are they in a stage where you say, oh, I don't better pass this person, and therefore this person is not relevant to me. Anything we say is not important. If you not listen, and then you will likely go fall victim of something where you say you will regret for the rest of your life. For me, now that's not me take.
Okay. Thank you very much, Nancy. We want to tell you thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, so get Nancy story now. Maybe I think from where we this year start, yeah, I think saying at the first we don't able get Nancy for come back for kind give story them. Nancy in story they know they done. He gets them baby one. And as she say we dey follow better one now the comment section as we be they go. You self get story? You don't remember now? And she don't awakening something in you? Eh? Okay. Jopi say, he said to Ram, the moral way in get span this story na for say Tranga is not good. Well, you remember that song dey? Na to you to. Na so the song be named. Me mama been dey tell me say, me papa been dey tell me say Tranga is not good. I know you you remember? Or you don't remember? Hey, good. Alright. Let's see if you remember. But I come with Patrick. Let we yeah, waiting Patrick get for we today. Yes, Patrick. Welcome, sir. You get the platform.
Yeah, family, good evening. Thank God on Friday. Now, see, story is so wonderful. Just remember back in the good olden days. You go like you know them corn they were done where they don't roast, where hard for charm. Till you go to don't charm because like that story there, you go to visit it they come to the end. They see they continue back. So now make them corn the days you have to lay see that and then corn the way they reserve for plants for the next farm season. That's what man they can go roast because that is the hard for jam today. They return to pop concept. You know, well, it was wonderful story. As you say, no more. Good thing and the matter might not for look down on people, no matter what. And so then so no one knows tomorrow. Remember that song that they where they made it play tomorrow's no one knows tomorrow. No, something like that. That song that they hardly read the song no more now. You know. But that was wonderful story. Well, you know, as we all say today in our good olden days, we not say and during back in the days, the good olden days, there so many things that they who made it do. So many things, you know, especially who come up line, you know. Because now, I don't know. Because back days in the upline, even free on 7 and day, people they may eat them food the day. Especially between if they say okay, then we choose food the way for it. We may get them we look at I don't know if I'm upline not to my breakfast. Not to my breakfast. Then I'm a full dinner and they especially when I don't come on a farm. Or we not get money. I don't know if you know what money not there for cook because then thing and they provide I dey talk about funde freedom funde and bulgur me boku that much. Because most people will not get money for cook. They cook bulgur one pot. You don't need fish. You don't need creature for put they say you go cook bulgur one pot. Even funde, you just the cook and put the oil, pepper, what's normal that oil and palm. They use that food there. Then to funde back now the same thing. Yeah, I don't know if funde still there and at all. Or you get the different. I want to know the difference between lafidi and dry rest. They're similar, but there's a difference. Lafidi and dry rest. Most people they confuse dry rest for lafidi, but
So
lafidi
dry rest in what shape and form? Because we say dry rest and dry rest now you cook and dry rest stand but waiting cow with them. Waiting cow the dry rest we dey
okay.
talk.
Now, we therefore not say dry rest. Not forget we neighbor them, we brother them across the border. Like their own dry rest is different from we own. When they call it like Brahman says, madrare different. That means you don't fry fish, you don't make in pepper, fry pepper, and with other with bitter boy where they boil at the side. And I they believe they own dry rice with fish. But we now at the salon, we know so with dry rice. Na kenda, pamine, and pepper. Now we own dry rice. Kenda, pamine, and pepper. Now the difference with Lafidi get the okra where they don't cook the okra and the rest together. They're the masmasa. They're the masma where they don't mash the okra, then they mix out with the rest. Then they get the jakato, the pepper and a bit they're the bitter. So you see the jakato now the side where they don't insert back some people the masmasha, some people not the masmasha. So you don't see the lafidi different. Although inside they put kenda pana, but most of the time some people not they put palmine pana. So something so they did that because you get all the which is whether they put it. And that name is common, especially apply. And even at Tonsef, it may so common. People that may prefer. Some of them could crew man early in the morning, they may sell a fidi, which was so good, na money. Then the other one, when this one I made confuse most people. When the Pemau, you get the cassava leaf Pemau, where they may call it the Akiton boy, and you get the potato leaf Pemau. Because then they use creature, you cook the rest, when the rest don't at half water don't left. Now you put the potato leaf on top or the cassava leaf on top. You cover out plastic or banana leaf back up line in village and then in there. I mean simple way than they for cook because when fish no day, he hardly say now for let somebody cook, use fish or creature. Because we all know say up like we come on a village. For let use false self na problem. You know say na occasionally enemy the kill fall or stranger come. Say that they one fall, they die, they happy. If now you just send for go killer fall, they say the aid definitely they send na you punch than the first for that fall aid. Or you grandpa, they una make farm, they send you for go look the trap, So that thing and they not me come also, at all. For let people that they cook in Pemau, because Pemau now with Pamai, you don't steam the potato, now steam the potato leaf, or steam the cassava leaf, we don't dry well, we don't steam properly. Then they remove the potato leaf from the separator from the rest, put in a separate bowl. Then they put pamine, that and the pepper, the kiram, steam all together, blend everything together, put pamine, or me, I mean, especially me on pema who I made the like out natai. Oh, where they cook out natai, that smell it may get to me so much that I made it, especially the cassava leaf, then they put on top of the rest. It was so delicate. So, but now that thing, they see the so normal. For right now, I don't know picking the themselves back home. If you even cook then thing and they one time I try for cook pemauna, yeah. I'm not gonna lie, not come on find the way I'm the expert. I don't know if now the potato leaf I buy. If not, I don't know, different from the one the old eating at all. I'm not able to get the kind of way what I want. So then thing and they all down the as a good old in days because back in days you don't need too much money, especially with the upline, especially rainy season this time like this, because people they not they didn't farm all they need now one cup or two cup rest. They make the perma or they get substitute there where me they contribute, especially bush yam. And also most fruit boy they not me they eat bush yam. Unless they buy them, but they're not. Most of them misabident in it. Bush yam, where you go harvest bush yam, or you eat punky with maggots. That would inside corner we call am soy. That's where they come inside patry. I don't know if you don't eat that.
No, you be get one thing in the I don't know na bees something be the way they fly with and they patch. We get it can
Nine,
can
no,
nine,
that termite you dey talk about.
but it can like now they get feather, but the feather they left now that light feather where they come up around. I don't know. I
Na
don't know. Nah,
termite,
but na
na
seasonal,
termite there, then
na seasonal.
then termite there, then big termite there
Yeah.
where they come out, you dey put them inside water, where the feather that they left, then they fry patcha.
Yes,
Sell and
exactly.
then they're very sweet.
But nothing say
But
they
that
again,
thing
yeah.
they want me to use them more for fishing. Na village, by that Buffy River. Because wait one or two the fish there all they can wait through in hook in the catch good fish there. That time meant day. I don't know if they still the catch them all, but this one I thought that the maggot nap and the rotty pantry or
Okay.
rotty them bamboo stick they can find them more where they can run farm that they cut white ones so say the English word now maggot maybe leave they call her maybe get different name but inside corner we call am soy now na so fat that they fry with your own fat then you boil it punky then fresh punky the way they come out with the bush yam you know so all that thing and they was really make people that they live life man simple because you don't need to forget money as I say most freetown boys not gonna know some of them things although some of them go do even the freetown now like right now when man go tell don't on a salon now cucumber don't bust now so then cucumber ground soup oh we own cucumber in our salon cucumber like in big like I don't know like pawpaw I don't see cucumber way big like pawpaw you know sometimes they big will not get that like the cucumber that
What to make some cucumber can bitter?
not the soy, I believe. Sometimes not the soy. Or the soy, yeah, but not 100% the soy. Maybe the some people that the skin, some cucumber skin bitter, you know. Some cucumber skin bitter. Because that's also water. But most of the time I believe say not the soy beside the planter. I believe say just like with cassava, then also we get red cassava, we get white cassava skin. What also some man believe say the white cassava skin, not the boil to let done properly, but the red one, it just like the cassava leaf back. The red one sweet past the white leaf
Yeah.
cassava leaf. So you don't see. So now so the cucumber dey. And cucumber, what you make it the bitter back? The one the women they sell like cucumber ground soup. They can go buy the one the way don't begin the rep or the change color. You don't see it's a bit the one that they
Yeah.
just start
We
like
don't begin yala
when
yala like
yes, you don't begin to turn yellow.
yellow. Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And then now we see don't begin to turn yellow now. All the vitamin thing they don't begin to left. So you dey make this thing go bitter. And most of the Narani they can buy the or half and half yellow because it don't cheap na the market they buy. But the cucumber it was so nice and with the ground soup. I mean like that in the back. So many things then the food wise, well who knows yes, I don't know, the benefit more upline there. The only thing wey me expensive wey you go say difficult na fish. But even the bush meat, say that day we wanna lay farm, they defense the whole farm. Now morning we wanna go, they go look the trap there who knows one or two cutting grass don't try for cross, don't catch them, or then hog, then bush hog them, or different animal. So like that in a way grandpa did it or your pa or whosoever. Like me grandpa they kill them, they burn am where they don't roast and the anger na the banda na the fireside. Na they na say that fire the freezer not the first of all. That's what he said. Oh, I did the enjoyment they para where it like it ferment or all that. They go they put salt pala for preserve and the smoke. When I from there now they pinch, the cook that they fresh no day. No see yes na bush yam. We go on for and the bush na bush yam boil or we call it second or be. You know. Well, or if not to bush yam that day, we not say yes, na punky, you know, punky soup,
What
which
about the
that
cocoa leaf?
cocoa leaf, that plasas, and they cut, the cocoa leaf stuff. Me no me dey eat cocoa leaf na all. Also, I begin eat cocoa leaf. Now where I can Ghana, they call am kuntomele. Yeah, na Ghana say me begin eat cocoa leaf. I not go lie, but why me dey salon? I know me dey eat cocoa leaf. I may get that idea as say cocoa leaf dey scratch much because we meet somebody where sabi cook am properly. It is scratch and some people now not to the real they get different cocoa leaf the way they cook. But some man know me dey cook the real so it is scratch much. So me know me I may dey avoid them. I know me dey go near am. But why can't Ghana? Why me dey see that they cook that cocoa leaf they call am kotumbele with yam or yes with yam. It was so nice. From that time I like cocoa leaf. Yes. So the thing that we like when Nancy said that story there. Normally where they even tell whether they pull out when I sit on near fire. We normally get mushroom then turn in there, but we not see get the hard corn then. Believe me, that corn then I someone where broke my teeth. I can't forget that. That is they give me problem. They tear a big now I decide for puller. Because say that then they reserve for the next farm season. You don't go Tifa and Carosa, if the chama you don't get story. And if not be careful, now they sleep safe. So the food there now, as I say, I might get different with experience with
Since you talk about
Funde.
this corn, Patrick, my kind of question I get for us: maize and corn are the same.
Not the same.
So
Maize na English word na
na
maize.
English word, okay.
Yeah, corn na salo sabi corn. But English word na
Na
maize.
maize.
Let's say maize. Although English man go call corn, now way they inside the skin, and they go to call am corn.
But when they don't pick and come out, the question
Where
na
they don't
maize.
pull am from the skin, from the shell, everything, now you don't turn to maize. Because then turn it in that process. It is to be processed, to be grinded to different form, or people that use them for liquor. Who no manner.
So what we
That's the
we
most
mostly use an salon for?
we own maize and salon.
The corn.
Oh,
And for boiler no more, or we get other things
we not
away.
get different ways for eating and salon. If not to roast corn, boil corn, or agidi.
Okay.
Now we then three form that they use we corn there. Even corn meal self. Now this later on, now the ref will bring corn meal and salon where they supply people that
But
they
we know
display.
because I know member say we can carry and go like to them people already grain carry and go we go grain and pass for agidi, but without for say for corn meal.
No, we no Henry can go for the good grade. Now make us we the only who process corn and salona for roast, boil, or make green and make agidi uta. But where the one can salona, where people they begin displace force from that pendable bujon, became they come now then they left them turn and they now then come meal they begin the UN, I don't know if I'm UNDP or I don't know which UN organization. They put and they
Yeah.
supply corn meal with stockfish and oil with that corn meal, the brown one. Well, later I would call them cocododos, you know. So that is now we can find out, so this corn have value. But parting of Salome, even Liberia itself now the same thing. Liberia, Guinea, we normally know the value. But when you reach cross to Ivory Coast now, all the way to Nigeria, and I would know say corn value because they get so many way. What did they use their own corn meal for? Banku, Unodande, the Kenke, the Fanti Kenke, the Gang Kenke, not three, the Gamen, Dokunu Kenke, about 4 type of Kenke, you see. Then the Banku, no say that it depends the tribe. Like me ex na me the airway, then I'm more of Banku with cassava dough, the fufu, they mix them together. But the condo, the not one or up to now, I not care cook and before we talk and soup, I not eat it because that's how I fermented. The way they made the fermenter too long. The fermenter, the only thing I they manage the dokunu, which is the fanti keke, and I the manager with the stackies and shito. Yes. But apart of that, it counts me out.
Okay.
You know, I know why something why they eat at the beat on my face. That's what me do. I don't know for other people. You know, some other people that me like her. But Togo now, Togo, Benin, Konya, you want me the Ghana, whether me the give with it, where I me the sell me yourself, I know me the keeper. I me the seller, I know want that. But a value they go make you used to it, a value. But we don't come then if you know Rosa, you know Boylan, that's it. I believe say that they can buy corn themselves for to supply them. Even Middle East, the Middle East, the East Africa, the value corn, the meal so much. What make all this what they big rush let they allow let they go because value. Most of the food there, even also the tortilla. Well now the eating the tortilla, the everything. So we not say yes, the tacos, all this that. We not say I come value. But I know I hold the line too
Okay,
much.
thank you,
Other
Patrick.
people there. Yeah.
Okay. We don't talk a lot. Patrick don't bring beaucoup in way. Lansana, you say you get story. If you get story, hey, let's open the line. From the food area to the story area, then to the agriculture area. Alma Mikanu. You make her laugh. You say Kokuma fine for man. You not left Fandeo. You push and go down back. Alright. I don't hear you. But seriously though, like me, when I this salon, after 6 not only fruit. And I'm blessed for the water. So definitely I dey get something. It just depends per the season where they. Where in the evening I go either get cucumber, chuk plum, mango, but all this get forget lime and Maggi and pepper and don't put on na fridge make you get that small kick like cool small. I not able to eat and so but waiting go well that plate day na that bitter cucumber. That bitter cucumber I know ebola. I know say Patrick they talk just on say na way it cannot begin yellow. So not even yellow, but bitter. But Omar they say, Omar na Minneapolis they say, where cucumber bitter is saying na the stress. He say na the stress so the cucumber they go through, then they make it bitter. I say, but if they water I'm fine. Usana to say watermelon back good for man. Okay, so they get the thing away good for man today. Watermelon and cucumber. Una tell we ba. Ezekiel say he say for the corn for making rich that way they first. We know they even get a chance. Also, he say we know they get a chance. I'm a little bit interested right now. The phone line open, no. The phone line open if you want to take part. Mango gets too much potassium, says Alma Mikano. même so say na watermelon in the for. Alright. Now go they give you the natural them allow the year. We not they produce enough corn large scale. Do we? Okay, corn. Oh. We get corn. We na corn time, so we get and to Usmani. Large scale as in I feel say now the pathway the one them way born we. Or the one the way born the one the way born we. Now the path them way them be done the worker. Now they will self take for worker. What do I mean by this? Corn. You know like how they see other country them. Like how they see other country them they handle corn. We na boelam, rosam, agidi. Uno fufu sef na kasada no more. For salon. I might be wrong. But me for salon fufu I no say na kasada bisabi. Now we can now na they begin see or we travel out of Sierra Leone, planting fufu, this kind fufu, that kind fufu. But for fufu, na cassava fufu. Again, for the Aomi Sabina Salon. Maybe the part of Sierra Leone where you come out, you sabi other kind fufu day. Eh? Okay. I they see we they get YouTubers then a salon. Thank you very much, Ezekiel, for the stars. I they see they get YouTubers then a salon. When they want to talk about Sierra Leone breakfast, eh? Then they talk about all these Pemaon, Lafidi, as Sierra Leonean breakfast. Huh. Alassane Diallo say banana good for man because it get beaucoup fiber. Banana they give energy as well. Me banana they make me belly run. So you don't see. I they eat them but I they eat banana but you know some of we were getting light belly. I remember Sarah Network who they go who they take upline trip. The first side will reach. Then they say, oh, na for buy banana. I say, buy 18. And the eater, I was like, okay. But me not get my train. Because I know what me belly they take. I know what me belly no they take. I dey eat am but I know myself. I know myself better one. Green banana. I be dey talk about the termites just now. Wait to. Oh, now just so I left Giwi today. I said the phone line open. You will be say one call story. Lately, they pay attention per farming. They pay attention per farming. Yeah. And I find out say East African, the Ugandans, no Kenya, East Africa, then the South Africans, Uganda, Zimbabwe. But Zimbabwe first, we know what about Mugabe be do. It's white people in the land. But they are so much into farming. So much into farming. I'm kind of say in Beleno they take fresh milk. Yeah, we all know what to Beleno they take. Then they so much into farming. Then I begin look. I say, what you happy with we? Yeah, they go and talk Okada, then come to the nation and get Okada. And get bike the way they want, but then get people and way they into farming better one. What you happy with we? Eh? And today, I watch a video with Wadamaya and a Zimbabwean lady. Yeah? You know what thing they do na Zimbabwe right now? Because it's a recent video we just upload. You know what thing the government do? We now get to talk and do what they do. People in a good old days knock out and in there. But you know what the government do? The government give the farmers them loan everything what they need for plant corn, maize, everything what they need. Then what they done? Then they sell them back to the government. Then they sell them to the government. Then the government they take their own loan, what them be give. Then the balance money, then give back to the farmer. You they sell to the government. Then what thing they happen? The government buy. The trust where you trust them. Then take their own trust money. Then you profit. Then give you. Now that they call empowerment. Now that they call skill. But we were agriculture. 30 days. Na pen and paper na idepa. Pen and paper na we agriculture depa. Inside this week, then be day 98.1 they talk. Madupe Adele, thank you for the stars. Pen and paper. For explain. And the sad part is, we don't politicize things. Like how it's Ezekiel. I don't know party one come out, but you get the platform, Ezekiel.
Well, as we begin talk about farming, you know, that I just don't ignite the farming boy with inside me don't grab because man, I so miss that whole process there. I mean, at least to we own area. We can cut down on farming. You know, the idea is for let young people and go in Africa. The only time we few of the young people and from we area will be they go free town. Now the one they wait and get family day, and then they go right after harvest. Will begin harvesting, or whether they finish harvesting somewhere around November. And then they run come free town, and then they come back by the 25th of December. Then they back na the village for celebrate, you know. And that now few, they not been go free town until I promote for go from 5, you know. So I know all the different types of farming. I do pepper farming. I do swamp rice and upland rice. I do cassava, all type, you know. So you know that not change my trajectory in education. You know, it's so pathetic. Like the school and they now school and don't now at the area, but everybody the moment they don't primary school, they run either go McKinney or go Freetown. You know, and some of them as they sit first attempt if they fail, that's it. That's the end. All mind jump per Okada business. It's so sad, you know. I go this January, February. I go na village. So old people in there now, and the farming what they do naturally, subsistence farming. For let you get a big farm, you depend on a community project where all they go, maybe 30 join a company, where they go every day, they go to one person, work the whole day. And then the next day, go to another person. Well, if all the young people are not did it, the old people and don't left, they're not going to able to do one. Because to farming, subsistence farming is not easy, triple A. It is very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. You know, even me, what way I commit myself, I say, and you know, the person way he meant me, I tell him, I say, why sit why I will work for you for 1 year. And I commit to that triple A. I join the company. Just imagine which way don't left and follow for 10, 15 years. Then when they go as a company, they cut the barra on, then when they cut, brush the place, cut trees, and every farming, every tool way they use for farming, triple A, they give you specific blister in your hand. So when they use that big machete for cut trees, they put different blister in your hand. By the time the whole company process they don't, sometimes they kick you out of the group for maybe a week or two, because they don't date for farming for so long, so they know how to treat her. The moment the blister don't begin, then they go now line, now they take, they cut them, they put them by the fire. A hot one,
Okay.
they put them by that.
Ezekiel, where they talk about company, I want to talk small.
Yes.
Yeah? What's in
Yes,
now
sir.
the advantage or benefit of a company? That company where you talk. Because what you do,
Yes,
I get
sir.
issue with them
Uh-huh.
right now. I get issue with them as we speak.
Well,
Let I understand.
Well, okay. So the village level and the enforcement of law is very important.
Okay.
We get people away then they lead. So early in the morning, then one person they wait, you know the time. It's by 8 o'clock in just they calm down the tone. It just they say, okay, time for go. Me I they go. Where you left behind, if you go, maybe you late 10 minutes after, then they discipline you. You know, so the advantage of the company. So if you start a company and you get about 30 people, and who say 30 people and they go work for you the whole day, triple A. A big, especially like brushing. Oh my God. Because they one barra force waiting the court. Now 2 people in Babara waiting the court for you. You know, the distance can go up to like about probably 27 feet length, the lengthwise, and the width can be up to 20 feet wide. So by the time they done, sometime by the time they done 2-3 barra before they come with the lunch or the food, you know, don't go far. So the advantage of that basically is they speed up the trajectory of how much acre you be able to till inside that 1 month.
Okay.
You know.
Well, let
so
me
we
explain.
then come.
Me and them, what
go
think
ahead.
happen?
Uh-huh.
I get in the size.
Yeah.
Then come first as a company.
Right.
Then they charge a lot of money.
Ah.
So yes. So I was
Okay.
like, okay.
So
I'm like,
So
who said outside and go charge self first? And I will even start to
Uh-huh.
talk. I was like, I need to talk. So I left them for like a year.
Mhm.
Now I go back. So then come out. Okay, now let me go back with a proposal. Say, now 6 people I
Uh-huh.
want. 6 people, I get in the size. And the 6 people them charge way less than the company.
Right.
And now the company, they vex by the 6 people, say then they go summons them. Then they go summons them because they take the work. But the one that will take the work, they say, when the company take, I think the company they get ahead. Then they get
Yes.
ahead of them. So they
Right.
say the company, the head then and then can eat the money. Whereas then now like
Ah.
we then take this work so now. And
Mhm.
well, I know if I use the company, so I can't say I don't know how the
Yeah.
company for deliver. But then when I
Right.
time they deliver and the time scale when they give them, they work on them. As compared to like the money what they want and they be charged.
I see. Well, I don't know. Obviously, every society a little bit different. Now, the local area, when una don't arrange, say, you want pay the people and for let them go. So, the company when they talk about this now, basically, now company where you join. So, when you go work, now the other man in place, therefore can work for you, period. If you don't, wait and the day when they can work to me, it's possible there are a few people wait and go sick, wait and no come. Where they tell reach for go work to them. Pass they come beg me say tomorrow where then they come for can harvest. I go send me picking or me go join. Now with two from we family who can join. So do ya na for come. Then if you agree to that, you go. If you not agree, you go na your farm. The day where they go to that person where not come to you, you go na your farm and do what you need for do. You know. And the one now where you not get picking for tenor for join the company. Now he say in one pay the group for let them go work. First, if they go meet the leader, you are right, exactly. Now the leader, now they go and tell the group, say, well, this man won't come for long we go work for us. You know, I don't look all the schedule now this day, now we get available. But now so amount you want pay. So then all they agree, say, for example, one person therefore pay one person 5,000 leons. Where they agree to that, that's it. The leader know they change that. He know they take that money there. Everybody know is aware that it's 5,000 for the 8 hour or for the day where they go work. That's it. You know, so that then not make the arrangement. Now make us say, I don't know how then they do the arrangement. You know. So when you know, so subsistence farming is not easy at all. And I see what happened last year. You know, Triple, you are aware where I've been going. One of my brother, you know, you be one for get more information, but they, you know, when you did in that country, you be careful of everything. But the whole thing is the farming thing. There was definitely money where they've been get from overseas, but you see what it be happen? All the ministers, all man turn to farmers. They embezzle the money basically. Period. There's nothing behind, nothing other for high. Now they take all that money, they all turn farmers immediately. Instead of the help the people away that they punish for let them begin for get used to the idea, say, hey, if we able to do this for ourselves, we able move ourselves from this point to this point. No, they all take the money. The president himself turned to a farmer. Where is the harvest now? What thing happened to the harvest? So it could have been better if all the people that they engage them, you know, for Duam. Obviously, some people, the people in that country, they definitely some people and they wait and get issues because I can still remember APC time. They say they've been do some money, they've been giving some money out. Some of the farmers, you know, what they do, people then buy Okada. You know, again. This is the problem always how they think about. There's no enforcement. Anything where they know say you know go put money in their pocket, they need to fight for enforce at all. Because you know go give them money the day out, you know they visit for go see the farming, you know they go, you know, I remember the time they waste seed multiplication when they give seeding them out now with area. Then they follow up. In fact, then they follow up. Then they follow up. Triple me, I do all kinds of it. Like yesterday, way they talk about tobacco. I did tobacco farming. We do it for nearly 5 years. The first time we buy Triple A, if you see the tobacco whirlpool, where they can't condemn all. Meanwhile, after the condemnation, then they come back and begin to buy cheap one from the people. They condemn and say, oh, this not good, this not good. So I see how they discourage tobacco farming. Now they not. No. That year we spent all the time after school we did another tobacco farm day. After school we did it from nursing it all the way to smoking it. After we became expert in the tobacco planting, we've been getting over 50 bales of tobacco. Where then go now 29 and take them condemn all the rest. As would they say, okay, well, we'll take them back and go. They come round and pay cheap for it. They say, we no one let go through here. Well, no, who would I say would they go through here? You know, but the thing we don't pack now, Kalamba wanna do that program. Now they will go back if you see the thing we pack all over the place. You know? And it was now the court barrier, now they didn't come. You know, then they condemn. They were not even opening it. You know? So the few bales will return, Triple A will sell and buy hay. Will be the Kerangona villages, Limba country will go and sell and they. We made more money, more than the one way they see multiplication. I don't know, tobacco, whatever they call them, where they come pay with, you know. So during the time that we had to do I sit 97. 1997, we will sit to YF. I say I had to go back for 1 year. By the summer, as we brush the place, we don't hit fire now. The time don't come now for get. Now the time the rebel they reach now the place. The whole place. Everybody ran away. We all going to Africa, you know. And where they left now, they were around that area for nearly 2 months. After where they left now, we've been down there almost into the mid-season for scatter that upland rice. You know, the family gathered, they asked all the boys that would have wanted for return. You know, I know they try for put myself out there, but I can last say this. Now me one, now I grab, I tell the pastor, I say, I be promise you, say after what I don't sit, I will work for you for 1 year. I say I will return. Now me with one of the elder son, now we return. Now that place, the triple A, it was terrible. Every week, the Kamajo replica, whatever they call it, BT and other things, then they can now replace for Kanjaja. And every day we are on the alert for run, you know, throughout that time. Now, after we don't scatter that rest day now, and just imagine, I'll go join company again. That another village, two villages now from the other area. Now they come together, we own village, less people return, you know. Young people are not return again. Up to this time, most of them are in Freetown, you know. Go scatter that rest day, everything. The time reach now for we now return back. I say I go sit because I didn't get 2 subjects we left. So I return back now McKinney. From McKinney now direct to Freetown. Freetown there I've been there 98, 99 way they come really do that heavy massacre attack and everything. But from that time, Tripoli, people are not returning again in numbers. And that's how it is now. I go to that place, the place is quiet, land they follow, you know, fertile land is all over the place. Nobody, you know, they wander away, then they return like a cool business, right? Then they go to, you know. Now the woman, they no more few women, then they can still do granite farm and all that, you know. So this thing, you know, if government want to invest, encourage people them again, at least the one the way then they grow, way then they born in now, you know, therefore make them a way that we go sweet in the park. But if not to that, we are in trouble. Sierra Leone is in trouble. There's no farming happening at all. The one way, look at this. That December, mostly, which are born, if you see the swap like December, January, February, March, we forget enough rice. Now, they people like can go buy barabara rice. But guess what? We are good. They are now buying rice. January, February, they were buying rice, you know, up to this time. So, where are we going? What side would they go? You know? We leaders the way therefore put emphasis on this, encourage people, then go take all the money, then say themselves they go do farm. And don't tiffer them, then cash it down. You know? It's sad. It's sad. Sad. The need for kind of the drawing board and go back and ask the people and wait and dinner at the very villages and talk to them and find ways how for help them, for move them from one stage to another, you know. Then, you know, then don't cut all the trees there and just dip at charcoal. The last time I asked, let somebody show me any African city where still depend on charcoal for cook. Heavily. Only in Sierra Leone. Only in Sierra Leone. And it's still encouraged, you know. They say that they build city everywhere you turn charcoal, and they smoke bellowing everywhere. So now sit down, man, come up with a plan. We're going to change this country. We're going to help people, you know. But anyway, I'm a farmer, so I really want to let people go back.
The work inside is small. Myself, the work inside is small.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yes,
I learn a lot. And
yeah.
I see, like, different from the South African countries them to we the West African them. And I feel to say, since we talk about this, let's talk small.
Okay.
Because like me, I ask question. if you go by the leaves them for plants like the different leaves them, then go tell you different thing them like waiting then sabi, waiting the farmers then sabi based on experience though, based on experience, and not of us say you the then they say you get the agriculture where you go there now the particular chiefdom. You know they support that much. You know they support Sefla not say that much. You know they support. So how can we have the young people get them for understand this and how, because like me I always find way for engage the people like I reconnect back with Usai. They're supposed to call me Palmami right now, but no, I don't tell them. Say I wanna forget about that. But how can we have these young people for make they understand? Say there's money in the fields. The land is there, vast and wide. But then still the way you reach the old man come for say, oh, you don't come with you come with for me. But the land is out there.
Right. Well, when you look at human behavior and human in general, there's always a few things we all they look up to. Basically, now for just get a better life, and then the interpretation left to everybody within now the better life we they talk about, and somebody conclude and say, well, now money. One Nigeria Kalo guy, they ask him, what do you want this life? He said, money. The question they ask her over and over, all end in money. They apart from money, what do you want? He said, money. Well, definitely, the answer to almost everything. And it seems like the impatience for a lot of young people are now, whether again the exposure happen, because you are definitely affected by your environment. That run go Freetown, even the local area, there was a time where people reach from 5, you sit to you come down at Freetown. Most of them they come and cancel bread. And then by Christmas, they all run down with new dress, with a little bit few nice dress and nice shoes and all that. And that was it. There was no push for go university. But during the war now, we they all drive we all kind of Freetown, and all of a sudden you find out, wow, you get another life where you can easily live, because we've been to get people, because the reality is in not be say will not be people are not being to do well for why we'll be to do well, the time we'll sit we get a whole group of people that wait and get division 1, division 2, yet none not been get the ambition for go college, because first we've been to worry about how you go. How you go. Because now that question, because the family not they afford that, so you end up for either go sell, and then when you get small money, you go. Even though you paper for him to take you now FBC on Jala, but you can't go there. So most of them they push themselves for go Magai or HTC program, and then with the hope say we will come on and go teach. And so when you get exposed to that area, and all of a sudden you find out, you can even go college, or because all of a sudden with mentality begin for change. You begin for feel say, you know what? Now for put yourself there, we did it now, something will happen. And that's exactly what happened. By the time Triple A, the group who seats 97, 98, all of a sudden, almost over 60% go college. All of a sudden. Why? Because we've been get exposed to Freetown, where the challenge, and people the way they've been come on up FBC calm down, where they challenge them, and all of a sudden, we are capable of this. We have the same paper, and then they tell you, say, in a division 3 you get, but in there the 5 credit. And all of a sudden you are here with the paper division 1, So it pushes it, the environment change everything. Now they like what I say, when the whole group moved to Freetown, the mentality completely changed. All of a sudden, then all man they try to find way how for improve their life. Even though some of them in the struggle. So for let you make this thing attractive again, now you get for involve that family with a different ideology instead of just to go plant rice, cassava. If we begin from mix up, then they now with poultry, with animal rearing, because now we area now the problem right now we in the face now the local area. Recently the fuller there. Then we get issues now. The area was born 2 villages from where I was born. One guy then kill him. Actually, the soldiers then go there and kill him because the people that don't be one lady fuller than candy. Then go bribe one person. Now he own land then go with over 100 cows and wait, then they destroy every plantation. And so the people that say they don't want that. So in that process they kidnap one of the fullers. So as a result, the fullers then go now McKinney, of course, then get money, then cover the soldiers, and the soldiers then come. The people then they be one for resist. So as a result, one was shot. He died. And Abu go talk to them, but again, he go with by force business and everything. But anyway, for let you encourage people, and we get for change most of the farming ideas. Because that subsistence farming AAA, hey, it's very difficult, very hard. For dig whole day we they dig that rest day. Hey, it depends the land. Like Musa I be join that company. By the time they come to the house, this you shin all don't eat the hard for you because way they draw the hole. There's some dirt way mixed with gravel with rocks. Now so they hit you. But you keep on going. So when somebody sees oh, I go able to sell, 2-3 bags, 50 bags of charcoal, where it go able to sustain me, then I spend all my time, and then what I harvest, now for feed my family, maybe not just one bag, 50 kilo bag, now they able to sell, where it will probably be them just 100, 200,000 euros throughout the year after that work, or 500,000. For now, so it's a matter of calculation about which one is more beneficial financially to people, regardless of all the other things. That more benefits, obviously, where they carry. Then don't forget, during the harvest for the next 3 to 6 months, go buy rice again. So there is no time, of course. Primitive person, illiterate person, not the illiterate person, not get time for sit down for calculate the cost and benefit on some things, So for let you get them people back into it, you get for mix them up with something where you get a little bit of high and quick yielding, like poultry, even with the low cost falling, The only difficult thing for that AAA, for the past 5 years, I'd only throw out this idea, to some people, nobody know the knocking chest because the thing where I don't find out for the few years why they try for assist. When you go with a vision where you want people for buy into, it's not a vision way, for instance, like school. It's now other thing where you want for be profitable and you are not there, and not to the vision, you are in trouble. Mm-hmm. It's a waste of money. It's a waste of money. I don't throw down the out all with it being the opening doors and say this can be funded. That I don't try. Not until this go where they turn back. Somebody where I just meet the first time and we in the final year for graduate, and he come with that talking. He say, "Now you plan that day." I was so happy. AAA. Right now we get 3,000. Then the chicken then just arrived last week. 3,000 for them. Now they are a little bit over being Waterloo now. But this was his plan. From that time where I left AAA, that guy every day he's in that place. In not sit down in Freetown and say, oh, I just graduated with honors in business administration and economics, so I need job. No, he created that for himself. All he wanted. I mean, he gave a whole lot of story behind it for how many people and don't please up for peace videos that way they go and get together for let do this work, you know. But because now he dream and join them for that be part of them, because this is I've been looking for people for so long. I throw the idea to all these young men, all they care about. I mean, the Okada they help, you know. So, but the moment they see, you know, in the next 6 months, this guy begin for produce egg, you know, he begin for make money, and things then will begin for understand now. Say, oh wow, let me make Ezekiel in the tell with this, you know. So it's a matter of changing the mindset by try for change the farming ideology into something that you can combine it. You know, if that subsistence farming and wait and they just go and manually involve in it for too long, it's very difficult. You know, I wish the government by now, if I join Pastor Mambu for a rice production and see how they will involve more young people into that process and give them all the machinery we need, you know, for feel more bigger place and involve the young people the way they really want for work, where them go there on a payroll. That would change that mentality, you know. But if you just left her on your own and they continue for doing, it's tough. Farming is very difficult.
All right. Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
We'll begin from Nancy. And so the eat business take kind side. But for make we will get good eats, we need for plants not also. So now so the farming side take kind side.
Hello?
Yes, Mr. Williams. What do you want for share
Yes.
with me?
What do I get today? Farming talk?
Yes.
For sustaining a salon?
Yeah, you just the kind side.
Yes.
Yes, how we miss them. Because the Southern African them they up to now then they grow it in and they eat. But what happen with we?
Well, what happened with we? Number one, we see that the Hebrew war. All they put this, we eat one, the farming work through the Hebrew. Yeah, we know that the Hebrew do a lot of bad things there. But after the Hebrew war, we politicians not they not come back again and talk to the young man and the old people there at the village back and try for help them, for give them various machine or whatever, helping them help them. I think they're all scattered, they're all kind of freedom. And so they also can't, they not go back because they're afraid back, say, then go up to the same river where we start back. You see, the young man them, we can understand. Go he left school, you go and forget, you go and something. But the encouragement, the government don't encourage them at all. The APCO, the SLPPO, they don't encourage them at all. They don't even assist them. In those days, when white man made the whole way, look the productivity what they do, look the what you will be produce. Look what you will be produce. What will they export? What will they export? Because the provision in there. Provision in there. They need. The vast land they are applying. If the politician them, encourage them, talk to them, help them, believe me, the young man them will really put their attention on farming. But the politicians don't do that. They don't do that at all. Oh, they not the vision. They don't have a vision at all. That's the problem. Make we lack of productivity. We blame the politician there. They don't encourage them at all. And that make we the young boy now. No, one man must fend. One man won't fence side we go survive. One man won't fence side we go survive. So man want to ever do the farming, but we don't get the capital. And we do farming, we go to easy thing. You get to get the capital. Whoever go work for you, they for cook for them. They for eat. And they're not going to heal. They're not going to heal them. They're not going to heal them. They plant it in 6 months, then 7 times before they begin harvest. We don't forget the capital. The government no puts attention on agriculture. But those politics they just can't put. And that bring down we food sufficient so low. So low. We blame the government. The SFPPO, the APC, in worst, the APC. In worst. Doesn't encourage the young man there. I don't blame the young man the way they put the blind eyes on farming. Because they want to survive. And that's what I'm there for talk. They pick the politician them and the people that over blame. Make the young man and not put their attention on farming. That's all.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Williams. Well, Los Angeles, Tripoli, I get a question for all man here. Whose benefit we pepe get na the body? Ma binti say, Alasan, pepe is good for boost your immune system. So you get a question. Ma binti awa Daniela Mara don't answer you. But seriously though, Salman, I see the vex just now. Say you hate what they call bike. Transport, Okada. Well, now the generation we dey now. What to make us say so? Because we people in Trade, they not call the minibus how the other country then they call them. All the different countries then get the how then they call her. Ivory Coast then they call them Woro Woro. Are they? I also travel that I don't remember again. The Gambia. I delayed Cape Miba. I don't forget. But we call them Poda Poda. Poda Poda. But this generation with it now, even to the tricycle, I don't know if not the too much Nigeria movie when they watch. We not even they call them the India people then they call them. We call them the same way Nigeria man they call them keke. So who do you want blame? I don't blame the one in Trade. If they not be called minibus, if they not be called minibus Poda Poda, then I for be say, oh, Well, na from Tradisef. Guinea, Magbana. Uganda, Bora Bora. But not to Puda Puda. Then a Bura Bura. So we give we old people and credit. But we young generation now, then Afalamakata. So they no take the time when he come for say, oh, well, I'll go call him. If you watch one of me, I think when we started this program here, this topic be don't come up. You know they listen, eh? I saw now they call minibus transport na the Gambia. I don't forget. Eh? We now? Make it easy. Where the bike begin run? What did they say? Okada. But sometimes they call them bike, but mostly in Okada. For the tricycle in a keke, not no more, no less. Eh? And the generation with it now. Wow, now they give name to nothing. They take time say, okay, no, let we own this. So we say they vex. I don't know they now. I come with Bendu. Let's see who's in the lead way now. Yes, Bendu, get the platform.
Yes, AAA and all my family now. The network. Good evening, and I got it for later join. But my own area of interest tonight, now this farming area, where I feel say the what we don't do with farming now we country, it don't make people then don't shy away from them. Because most of the farmers them within our country, then they hardly even able for make enough food for even feed them family, much more for let them use on that level of marketing or for sell them and make profit and let them continue. Simply because the process where they use is not mechanized. Look like America. Look the kind of food where they waste because the farming very mechanized. And if I can remember where this government come, we pull up APC, SLPP, because this has been going on for 61 years. We go we staple food now rice. But I not feel say, maybe way back, they be able for farm rice, where they even say they even export rice. Now, all the rest where they grow now in country, not to rest them, even the upland rice, not to rice where really you enjoy for it. It's not tasteful. And it's very expensive. And it come up and down the yield where they get. I not feel say it encouraging for anybody say you want for engage in them for a long time because you never make enough money for you continue for even hire people them like when and that guy they been they talk say then get company then with people in the camp then they farm. It's very backbreaking when Timmy go see what people then they do. So it's not encouraging. And the government they come in and out, APC as well as SLPP where they come, although we go with who they eat, although we eat with who they grow. But that effort they not done day. I remember President Bio in West. They mean sit down on top and tractor. They say then they go food them. Then they go rest. Okay, no before don't see years like that they don't come out. They don't store enough food, bags and bags, maybe thousands of bags. Then they go encourage people and say, oh, well, if the president they don't do it this way, possibility they say we safely engage. But I mean, even at that, this tomabom rice business where they been say, I listened to one of the documentary where they do. The director of the program say the rest where they're able for pool, they normally don't make provision for storage, so they end up for disburse that food that the rice to the farmers do. I mean, then you begin wonder if they spend that much money for the program, how come they normally don't make provision for storage before they even then put the seed in the ground? So I don't feel say we don't put that much emphasis or interest in growing, developing the agricultural sector at all. So I mean, don't take that. I feel say it's very important if we eat rice, if nothing else. And salon with all the fufu, we get other things and where we they grow. We fellow brother where they Indiana they talk about other countries in Ghana, then they eat different food, then they eat cassava with different, then they make different products the way then they eat and sleep with. But for we in our salon, it's mainly rice. But we don't put that much effort for really grow them to the point where we go say it go able for we not order rest for cancer salon. I mean, year in, year out, this is just what we are doing. And encouraging. And the tools them for you mechanized farming, they're so expensive, very expensive. Not so something where one or two people then go able for afford for let them buy. I mean, you're talking about tractors, you're talking about combined harvesters. Those things are in the 60s and 70,000s, even the old one. So we feel say, I mean, we really get to pay attention to agriculture for little be self-sufficient way camp and food. Let me take that tonight. Thank you guys.
Thank you very much, Bendo. Well, we don't try today. We can't left here. Just few messages them. I could just read them one day. Where it come to farming, APCO, SLPPO, they always scam the people them. You go see tractors them, but then go disappear like salt na plazas. Another text will come inside say, pepper good for gastric motility result for make you get loose stool. It dey help with constipation. Oman na Minneapolis they say. But seriously though, the caliph here, me are interested though. They param small. They param. Go see me on. A small no more. I believe say if we all try in our own little bits, we all try in a little bit, it go help. Not so for just talk, but allow they go no more. Yeah? This generation. This generation, yeah. Well, there you go. We'll go there back tomorrow. Till we meet again. Thank you, David. I saw Tripoli go say, Tata.